the evening light draped like a damp shroud, oppressive and dim. As Mara stepped into the alley behind her apartment, the lingering scent of decay clung to her, seeping into her clothes and thoughts. The shadows loomed here, a grotesque tapestry woven with encroaching darkness. She tugged her coat tighter against the wind that whistled through the alley's hollow gaps, creating whispers that coiled and melded into incoherent murmurs. In this place, something unsettled churned within her, as if memories were lodged in the very bricks. Mara had relocated here to escape the burden of a crowded life, full of aspirations and regrets. Yet now, the solitude felt stifling. Her neighbors were uncharacteristically quiet. Their lives whispered through walls that absorbed rather than shared. Often she would stand by her window, gazing into adjacent buildings, curious about the hidden lives within. Each flicker from a dim window ignited a desire for connection, a nagging need. But every attempt to connect seemed to draw her into something darker. Days slipped into ominous evenings, the world outside her apartment unraveling. She caught fleeting glimpses of something shifting in her periphery, things that shouldn't be. Shadows were no longer mere reflections. They twisted and elongated, lingering unnaturally. Subtle distortions mocked her perception, making cracks in the walls appear as whispering mouths ridiculing her sanity, transforming her mundane existence into a landscape rife with dread. One night, as she sifted through a collection of old books at a thrift store, a particular book leapt into her grasp. Its cover bore an intricate sigil, symbols curling in upon themselves, like a serpent devouring its tail. Drawn by a mix of excitement and fear, she opened the spine, which cracked audibly in the empty shop. Footsteps echoed softly behind her, but when she turned, only dust motes danced in a beam of waning light. At home, the book's pages rippled under her fingers, the words vibrating with a peculiar energy, beckoning to buried instincts. The sigils captivated her, drawing her deeper night by night, tracing patterns that throbbed with promise. An unnerving cadence of a forgotten ritual wove through its words, hinting at ties to realms beyond human comprehension. Though tinged with fear, it was a thrilling lure. As nights wore on, insomnia plagued her. Hours blurred, filled with an unsettling cosmic writhing. Often she awoke standing in her hallway, the book beside her, its margins filled with strange scrawls she couldn't recall writing. In the mirror, her reflection seemed distorted, features out of focus, as if shadows hovered just out of sight. The walls pulsed, drawing her gaze toward corners that felt impossibly vast, each inch a taunt. Her dreams plunged into surreal landscapes where her subconscious manifested as haunting figures, their presence unnervingly familiar. They pressed upon her senses, integrating into the fabric of her reality. Her bedroom, once a safe space, morphed into an undefined liminal area alive with murmurs. Had the book unlocked a door, summoning entities she wasn't ready to face? An axis of dread formed within her. Were these creatures reflections of her, or something far worse? Paranoia seeped through her veins. Each day began with a creeping sensation of being observed. Neighbors, once mere silhouettes, now exuded quiet hostility. She often caught them watching from their windows, faces obscured yet fixated, with eyes glinting with malevolent intent that sent her heart racing and skin crawling. One night, beneath a cloud-swollen sky, she sought refuge in alleyways resembling blood-stained histories. The echoes of forgotten conversations surged through her as if time folded in on itself. She stumbled upon an underground gathering, flickering flames illuminating hunched figures engrossed in fervent rituals. The atmosphere was charged with reverence and dread. A shadowy narrative drifted alongside muted chants. Drawn closer, she felt the voices beckoning her, spiraling into her psyche like invisible tendrils. There, within the assembly, she recognized symbols scrawled on damp walls, identical to those in the book. Her breath hitched as she grappled with the undeniable truth. The rituals she had obsessively studied were not harmless. They aimed to awaken something unfathomable, a dark force slumbering in the depths of her once ordinary life. Her heart echoed the shivering realization. This existence was a fragile mask over an incomprehensible reality. Events were culminating, unraveling right in front of her. An unsettling dread entangled her thoughts, binding her to a nauseating fate. Then came a voice, distant yet familiar, resounding like a clock marking the slow passage of time amidst the gathering. "You have awakened the cycle," it intoned, deep and reverberating as if countless voices merged into one foul essence. "Reality tears with each beat of your heart, drawing all towards the dark." Curiosity spiraled into despair as shadows closed in, her mind fractured for the first time, splintering into pieces of shattered memories. Time flowed backward, and she fought to hold on to fleeting moments in a world slipping from her grasp. The figures around her warped, grotesque visages emerging, their bodies contorting in ways that defied nature. Gasping, she felt her own shape convulsing, succumbing to a breach of the alien. Was this who she had become, or something entirely different? The weight of the book exploded in her hands, unleashing a darkness that swallowed all light. Outside the pounding of her heart, time faded into nothingness. What remained was only the echo of existence. A hush settled, no comprehension of what just transpired, only a lingering dread that she once had a name, a place, a purpose, which now lay forgotten. In the stillness of the alley, where shadows meandered unanchored, Mara's essence faded, entrapped in a reality that had cast her aside. Those glinting eyes peering through distorted windows belonged to the remnants of all who had been consumed before her.